got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out. Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit, cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound like swish. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me this.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington football team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Bryce Love, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your burn, man. 6 figures every year, yeah.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike check 33, 33. Watch the run, watch the run. Baby, that's big.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
56.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The ball carrier.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Allen off the play fake. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Let's go! Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Love. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled at the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, here's Love. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike check 33. 33. You don't want that. Pick up the ball. Hey, check Mike 33.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got him. Mike check 33.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hall. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check 26. Check 26. Check the hot read.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence, the 3 different ones.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second and 9. This is Love. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Key tight end. Key tight end. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Record. Mike check 33.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
For a Washington.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Go, man. 49.
Now Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56.
Counter play with Jacobs. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. 58, come on. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. Come on. Squeeze, double.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's get off the field, D. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check 43.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. He's going to go up top again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Number 82.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Love. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From midfield now, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, Love. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
The Bills first down.
And here's Allen to run with it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
56 for Mark, boy, 56.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And long.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd and goal, Allen, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to number
A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Washington 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. With the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They run it with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. Incomplete. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check my 33. Check my 33. All day, every day, any day. Hustle. Check 33. I'm going to come back to you.
Again, it's Haskins. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. White now to return, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 13.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brings up.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3-and-out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jacobs now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
21-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and goal. Allen, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Rabbit.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
For number 81, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down, and
these guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Come on, baby. Come on.
From the gun, Haskins. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted, 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Going deep for Walker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike check 33. 33.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he locates Walker, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10.
Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. Jameis now on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They go play action. Winston going deep for Walker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 15.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Out of his end zone, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike check 33. 33. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Washington.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 56 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided.